Okay, last we left off, you guys were standing at the precipice of a battlefield. You can see trenches ahead of you, you see craters, you see explosions and blaster bolts firing back and forth. But why don't we all... Hold on, I gotta clear it first. I remembered this time!
Yeah.
Hold on. Clear the pool. Roll some destiny.
Pool with GM. There we go. All
Two
destiny.
lights, two darks.
Three darks.
Someone roll for me.
Four.
Dark side.
Stop.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ben should roll again. Maybe he'll get us an extra light.
You want me to?
No.
So.
It's
you guys
okay.
do?
Pile flip some of them. I guarantee it.
Yep. What do you guys do?
Ah!
Why would you do that?
I'm keeping it.
No.
Okay. So we were searching.
We were heading towards the battlefield. I think was the last.
We're
thing we
indeed
were doing.
heading towards the
Yeah,
battlefield.
we need to go across the planet, but the only problem is we have to go through the battlefield.
Yeah, and you guys are on the edge right now. You guys are still kind of in the base, but you're at the edge of it.
Like right over there or something.
Yeah. And you guys are kind of like still behind borders, looking out.
Okay. Is there
all too familiar?
a way the Force users could do some kind of check to like since we're being pulled here by the Force, or by something we feel through the Force? Can we like do a perception check to
I
see
think
which
you
way
guys-
we should go?
Yeah, you guys did that at the end of last session.
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
It basically you guys you had to
straight
head
through the
deeper
battlefield.
into a planet. Yeah, there was no way further into the planet through one of many battlefields, because this entire planet is at war.
Is there any, like, readable vehicle I could see around us that might transport us into whatever direction these zealots wish us to take them? That I might be able to, quickly facilitate?
Let us see here.
Are you trying to steal a ship in the
No.
Aerial
of a
ground
base?
transport. Are you really?
Well, we need transportation across this battlefield. I mean, they're
Could
already
always
shooting.
ask.
We're already
The
going to
Empire
have to be
already
going.
thinks we're here for them.
We could
Just
have.
ask for a transport.
Go through
Yes.
requisition.
Ask.
Hey guys, just show him your lightsaber.
asked.
Say it's official.
So, let's see. Perception is a thing, right?
I
Skill?
mean,
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. So give me a perception check.
who?
Your pilot.
Alright, give me just
Why
a
not?
sec. Perception. If I remember correctly, I'm not the best at that, so, I mean, don't be, wait, is that okay. Then for a second, I was like, wait a minute, did I just, am I looking at persuasion? Is that perception? Am I just,
So
dyslexic blurry-eyed right now?
with the failure, you're trying to peer through all the rain. You can't see any currently empty vehicles around. You do see one vehicle through the rain. However, it is a very large walker that just splashes down into the mud and begins walking forward, blasting its shots into the mud-filled terrain ahead of it. I just realized in this music you can kind of hear lightsaber swings.
Yeah.
Are those
I get to add
in-game
a-
lightsaber swings?
No.
I actually get to add a boost die to all my perception checks.
With what skill?
Okay.
My sensory tendrils.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let you roll again. I'll add in the blue die for you. Alright, go again.
Okay.
Oh no, don't go again. Hold on. Okay, go again.
As you put on like 5 dark side points. Okay.
I'm not spending any yet.
A perception roll? No.
Okay,
Success this
one
time.
success this time. You do indeed. Okay, with one success, you're kind of looking around. You do see. You actually hear the sounds of a hover truck approaching the edge of this base, and you see about 5 or 6 mud troopers unload from the truck and begin running towards cover to, well, bring in backup.
What about the pilot?
It was all mud troopers.
All of them got out. Okay.
Mhm.
So it's just an empty hover truck.
I guess I would like look at the rest of the party and be like, well, I guess if we need transport, and should point over to the like transport truck and be like, we might be able to, you know, quickly grab that and go.
Might only get us so far, but
Well, I should ask this. Are you planning on going from base to base with the truck, or are you taking the truck directly into the battlefield? Because last you remember, you were asked to go to a different base with, you know, transportation and a group of Imperials,
which we said
which
no
you
to.
said no to.
That doesn't mean we would have to go to that base if we were to go base to base.
Yeah, but we don't know where we're going, is the problem.
We have a general direction, yeah.
Yeah, yes, we have a general direction, but that's not like the direction was like go in this direction, not hey, go to, you know, Outpost Bravo or something like that.
I think avoiding the better have more fruitful outcomes. Because it's not like many of us can keep going incognito for long.
That is a fact.
I say we try to sneak our way. Not really like sneak our way through, but just try to get through the battlefield without attracting hostility from either side.
We're not going to go around the battlefield, we're going to go through the battlefield. Is that what you're saying?
If you have another idea.
And this is DM. This is basically like trench warfare, correct?
Oh yes, 100%.
So it would not be the wisest thing to try to like push right through a trench warfare. Like we don't have a Wonder Woman to clear out.
Around. We're just going to go through.
Like going around might be a better option. At least maybe like trying to get to like the edge of the battlefield.
Fighting in trenches, they're not going to be just up, out and about. Walkers would be, but
and it's not like we could
really
let them know, hey, we're okay.
Well, the thing with Mimban, which you all would have definitely seen, is for the most part, it's all battlefield. Like, ahead of you, however many feet, yeah, there are trenches for as far as you can see. The occasional areas that are just open fields, you would spy, you know, craters of explosions and rushing mud troopers. So, except for the few occasional spots of safety within the bases, the entire planet is a battlefield. So, like, if you go left, if you go left, you're gonna still walk into blaster bolts. If you go right, you're gonna walk into blaster bolts. If you go forward, you're gonna walk into a trench.
So it might be better to try to like go.
The next thing would be going through the trench.
Yeah.
That has my vote because we went through all that trouble to avoid going to a different Imperial base to meet someone who is very eager to meet us for some reason, for unknown reasons.
Technically speaking, could have been not a bad reason, but it could just as equally have been a bad reason.
Sure, we don't know the reason. Or who.
We don't, however, like, think of the two of the characters that are in here, like...
Yeah, but they asked to speak with the captain.
Which would be you. We just happen to be with you.
Yeah, they asked to speak with Movina.
Anyway, Trench is probably the next best option.
Yeah, I think trenches would be the better of the three options. Because we're gonna get shot down. Or shot at least.
If we're not entrenched, yeah.
Is there a reason we can't get back in the ship and just fly?
At this point, no, not really, but other than open war.
Yeah, we don't have a reason to land anymore.
It would be extremely monitored airspace. That's already on the ground. If we take off, they're going to be expecting us to just leave because all we brought was supplies for them.
It sounds like trenches is the group consensus.
Orwina, any comment?
I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't really understand why she would want to, like, venture forward into conflict other than personal, junky reasons. But whatever. At this point, I think whatever direction we're going, we're going. She's creeped out by the Imperials. Definitely wants to, like, keep a lower profile, but also get to, like, wherever she needs to get you guys, you know?
Technically speaking, you did get us here already.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and then also, future problem, getting back to the ship.
Yeah, but my point being, Morwina has no real reason to leave.
As you guys are talking, and you're kind of behind some of the barriers, you see one of the mud troopers climb out of one of the trenches and sprints back towards the base and vaults over a nearby barricade kind of near you guys, and he kind of takes off his helmet a little bit, and you just see him sitting there with his blaster like in his hands, just like shell-shocked and taking a breather. And he kind of looks at all of you for a second and says, "What are you doing? Billions shouldn't be out here. We gotta get back deeper in the base."
You should not be going backwards. Why are you abandoning your men?
Have you seen everything out there? I shouldn't be here.
This is what war looks like.
I thought I was signing up for desk duty. They sent me here.
Soldiers are soldiers. It doesn't matter
How do
where.
we... Sorry, refresh my... How do we determine how much force... What was...
Yeah.
I'm still learning how the Force works in this game.
It was something with the dice at the top, right?
Yeah, it's however many...
Didn't we just roll to see how much we could get in a...
you have.
I have to be right back. I have to go feed my grandmother real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, let's see.
I only have 1 point there right now.
I still don't know how that works, so.
Okay, hold on, I'm reading.
Reading.
So roll your force die.
Which is right up top.
It's
Dice pool.
the one in the middle, right?
Yeah.
You fucking kidding me right now?
Okay.
I don't think you can get dark side points, though, can you?
You can use them and they do something extra to you. Can't remember what.
I need to buy the Force book because I have no idea how the Force works at all in this game. I've tried reading so many different things and nothing comes up. Nothing helps at all. I know you spend your Force pips on using Force powers. I know that much. Let's see here. A dice pool is created of Force dice. If the Force check is in combination with it, okay, all light side result.
Need to look at.
Okay, it was something with morality.
If a dice pool is created of Force dice equal in number to the character's Force rating, if the Force check is in combination with the standard check, roll both pools of dice together. All light side results fuel the power, while dark side are generally discarded. If character wishes, they can use a dark side die roll by spending 1 light side destiny token per dark side, and they may roleplay a dark side action.
Ooh.
Most Force powers require 1 or more Force points to activate. Each ability may be activated more than once. Okay. So you need light side points to fuel your power, but you can flip a light side destiny point to use a dark side point to also fuel power, but the dark side point has to be used in a dark action.
Yeah. So do we just roll the that Force dice 6 times or 7 times? And then we just like keep track of how many dark and light ones we get?
7 times?
I'm confused as to what this pool is talking about. That your character's Force rating indicates how many Force dice you roll to generate Force points.
Oh yeah, you already rolled it. Your Force rating is 1, so you rolled 1 dice. Which is what you guys did. And you got a dark side and Owen got a light side. Is how that works. Eventually we'll learn how the Force works.
The Force works in mysterious ways.
It does.
I look over at the guy, and
We need to get deeper in the battlefield. What's the best way to do that?
He looks at you with like shell shock in his face and says, "You want to go into that mess?"
Is your hearing working? Isn't that what I said?
Give
I have to
me... yeah, give me an... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna give you a blue die for this. I'm gonna give you a boost. Give me an intimidation.
Intimidation. Am I blind? Where is
I don't remember. I don't know if that's an actual skill. It might be...
I got deception, negotiation, skullduggery.
No, hold
Be
on.
coercion.
Yeah, it's coercion.
Coercion.
My bad.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, good. I'm great at these. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Is
Well,
that?
It wasn't
I
a
mean, it's not a
success.
success, and it's not a
Failure.
failure. What, is that just a threat?
With one threat, you say that to this mud trooper, and he gets up to like start ushering you guys back, basically. And as he's like, "No, I can't let you go into that mess." In the middle of him saying that, far in the battlefield, a single blaster bolt comes streaking through and strikes him in the back of the neck, and he falls at your feet.
I guess he
Well
can
then.
stop us.
I reach over. How close is he?
Okay, you guys are maybe, let's say your barricade and the edge of the base is like, so you're like maybe 30 feet away from the nearest trench. He hopped over the barricade. He's like he fell at your feet, like directly.
Okay. I grab his weapon.
Alright, you have a blaster rifle.
Okay, just a standard one.
Just a standard blaster rifle.
I duck down or like off to the side and try to gaze around to see who shot at him. I mean, I have a guess, but like what I see specifically, like how many people, etc.
Okay. Give me... Ooh, this is gonna be a hard check. You can give me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Alright. So you succeed with a lot of threat.
Oh no.
Okay.
well, it's good for you though for the blaster rifle anyway, because the only other weapon you had was a lightsaber. So
No.
No, I didn't grab the blaster.
Yeah.
Drek did.
Yeah.
Okay.
ah, right.
Okay. So with your successes, you do see off in the distance what looks to be a large mud hill, and you can very quickly make out the glint of a sniper scope.
I'll yell, "Sniper, take cover."
And as you take cover, okay, I'm gonna bank those threats. That's what I'm gonna do. While I figure out what to do with it.
Did you see where he was?
It was on that hill. And I'll like half point to it.
Probably gonna regret this heavily. But can I hop out and try to take a shot at him?
You can certainly try.
Is it a long range shot?
See something here. You're making an extreme range shot.
Oh, this is okay. This is extreme. All right.
You can, yeah. You know what? You can certainly try.
Okay.
I haven't.
So I'm using a long range weapon, so should like it's only one distance, right? So it should be like one extra. And then I have the brace maneuver that removes one black die per rank from the next action for environmental circumstances. So
Okay. So let me look at something real quick. That's not the right thing that I want. This is the right thing that I want. I haven't been doing this. Okay. Alright. So, ooh, okay, so I removed the black die because of the rain.
Yep.
Okay, so performing a combat check, roll, yep. So it's an extreme range shot is 4 difficulty.
Okay.
Alright. Whenever you're ready.
Dang. Oh.
That was gonna be hard to succeed anyway.
So
Yeah, I know.
failure and a threat.
The threat is the sniper noticed that you tried, and now he's watching you.
You joke, but the threat's gonna be the snipers trying to fire back.
All right.
That's what that's gonna be.
I can take it.
It will be a similar roll, but they're gonna try and fire back at you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I realized I got to make the sniper stat block, so we're just going with this. Whoops. Nope.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So is that 5? Holy smokes, that's a lot of failures and threats.
So, okay, so funny enough, with their threat, you see, the blaster bolt misses you barely by a couple inches. However, you also see, as you peek up again to maybe fire back, you see one of the walkers deep in the battlefield just laying a bombardment into the hill.
Good.
He got greedy with his shots. He gave away his position.
You see one of the what are they, ATTEs, right? The ATTEs are the big guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AT-ATs.
No, AT-AT is a clone trooper thing.
You want?
No, AT-ATs are the walkers.
No, AT.
Yeah, it's
ATTEs are the 6-legged clone trooper walkers.
Yeah.
AT-ATs are the 4-legged ones.
No, what's the one I'm thinking of? The ones on Endor.
Oh, ATST.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You've seen ATST unleash a bombardment of mortars into the hill.
Damn. Hate to see it.
I gotta get me one of them.
I mean,
Might be a
is
good
there anything
time.
close to? Is there anything close to that one? Like any other?
I mean, getting it.
Any other walkers or troops?
Getting to it would mean crossing the trenches and getting the troops outside of the ATST.
Also a valid point.
Probably
Power
not.
of friendship.
always.
I'm going to slowly poke my head out and see if another shot's taken, basically. Like, dart in, hang for a second, and pull back.
Okay. You peek up and roll me. Let's see, let me set it up. Roll me a perception. You do not, however, with all this threat now accumulated, by the time you would have noticed it, it's already too late. But now approaching the base and kind of around the area is an entire group of maybe 20, 25 mud troopers and what appears to be an Imperial officer, all approaching and setting up perimeter in the base. And one of them specifically looks at you, Drek, and you're an alien, and they're an Imperial, so they kind of give you a dirty look. But at the same time, he kind of walks up and picks up the helmet off of the dead mud trooper on the ground, and he tosses it to you, Drek, and looks at all four of you and says, "This base is now under my command. You either get in this fight with me and my men, or you back off into the base and stay where civilians belong."
I'll take that as an invitation.
I want to kill him. I want to kill him. Can I kill him?
Can I? So, if we're gonna fight for you, does that mean I can pilot one of them? As she points over to one of the fucking mini mechs.
You want the best chance to win, don't you?
Let's see. Okay, you will give me a... I think coercion is also used for persuasion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Learning what the dice rolls do 5 sessions in. Alright, roll me a coercion. I'm gonna spend a dark side point to make this harder.
If can't I use that? No, isn't it like 2 advantages to like counteract a failure or whatever? Yeah.
You also rolled before I added the dark side, so you can roll again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I forget that it's not like a normal game where it's like roll the thing and you roll it. It's like no, you gotta wait for the thing to get the proper input. I take the first one. No, I'm kidding.
The worst he can say is no.
That is not the worst you
You
can say.
think that?
Exactly. Exactly.
He looks at you and with a half smile goes, "If you survive this battle, I'll think about it, but you have to survive." And with his blaster pistol, he kind of makes the motion of, "Now get moving."
Does this helmet even have a snowball chance of fitting my head?
Can you try?
Just gonna be sitting
You
on
know what?
the side of your head.
I go to put the helmet on my head, but my head is just too big and boxy for a standard Imperial Mud Trooper helmet, and it just sort of is like sitting on top.
Yeah, it's kind of dangling.
It's like the Chewbacca
It's-
in the Lego
so-
Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, well, Mud Trooper helmets are more like those things, like, they're kind of circular at the top with straps that go around your chin, kind of like a normal soldier helmet. Like a normal military helmet. So it's like dangling off the side of your head with like a chin strap buckle.
Yep.
See, and I don't know why
I really want to use my force powers, but I'm still trying to figure it out. What can I do?
I mean, yeah, like influence people.
I'm literally trying to do that.
Subtle.
But like, if I'm understanding this correctly, I only have a dark side token, right?
Yeah, I don't really know how the force works. I'll have to learn before next session, but you are also surrounded by like 20 Mud Troopers.
Yeah, well, they'd also have to be really, really perceptive, and they're all focused on battling, so...
As we go, I hand Aldous my old E5 blaster rifle.
Add it in.
I will send you a link here, Ben, to the stat block for it.
Thank you.
And then I guess I
Yeah, for
I
having
fall in
nothing
line.
else, I think we follow him.
All right, it's kind of like a bayonet charge almost. Like a few of the troopers shout for the Empire, and everyone begins like sprinting into the battlefield and dropping down into the trenches.
So they ran
So-
through the base, form a perimeter, and then go back to the trenches. What?
This was like a
Trust,
backup.
that's actually a
contingency.
that's a
Ah,
very
okay,
reasonable
okay.
thing. Especially if they're stupid.
That's good. Sounds like the military.
Yes, that sounds right. Are they kind of like paying attention at all to us? Or are they like, okay, you're fighting with us, and then they just send it?
Hey, go into fight with us and then leave.
Well, some of them are still behind, like at the base. Like the Imperial officer is still there.
Yeah, he's not gonna go into
A
the
group
fight.
of troops did run in.
How many people does he have around him?
Oh, this base just got definitely grouped up. He's got maybe 5 or 6 troopers around him.
I look at Owen, and I look back at the officer's tent, and I look back at Owen. Eh?
Said the officer's tent.
Well, judging by the, not really tent, but like whatever these structures. I'm assuming he's, like, since he came in as big dicking it around, I'm assuming he kicked someone out and has made that his, like, little home slash
Like this one right
headquarters.
there.
Yeah.
He says, "Troops, do your work," and he goes back here to coordinate with other people. I understand.
I mean, those are really the only two options, or else people are going to start getting suspect. We either like try to coerce / force information from him, or we follow the rest of those troopers into the fight.
I'm all for going back to talk to the officer.
As am I.
See if we can get transport maybe further in.
Or find a map and see where the rebels' like headquarters are located.
They would know that, sure, yeah.
They'd have an idea.
Whatever needs you may have.
Exactly. Or even like take some uniforms, and we could try to sneak through more secure Imperial ranks that way.
Right, theoretically, I mean, if, like, we could, like, dispose of him without damaging the uniform, theoretically, like, there are so many high-ranking people in the Empire
Get
on
past
so many
the
different
Imperial.
planets.
Well, Owen definitely can.
I
mean-
can't.
I think the rest of us are
I
alien.
can pass as Imperial.
Yeah, the rest of us would need helmets. And then Drek.
You'd have to be a trooper then if you were to get a uniform.
Mhm.
Drek has no chance getting a uniform to fit.
AV timeout. Can I tell you all a joke? Ben, shut up.
Oh my god.
If R2 is short for R2-D2, Chewie is short for Chewbacca, Annie is short for Anakin,
I
what
know
is
this
Luke
one.
short for?
I'm not gonna answer it. I know this one.
What is Luke short for?
Posted this in the Star Wars chat.
Stormtrooper.
For a stormtrooper!
Yeah.
Alright, continue.
That's in the recording.
Alright, well, I guess but the two of us are slipping back to force or influence or...
Alright, let me see here. Real quick. Can I roll a quick perception check to see if I notice them slip off? If not, I would be pushing in with the rest of the mud troopers.
Sure, is that the plan? Are Aldous and Owen slipping off towards the...
officer's tent, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you can give a quick perception. You guys can give a quick
Success with
perception.
that.
Yeah, so success. So
perception for what?
no. So you see them slip off. However, as you kind of get up to go follow them,
The troopers are gonna usher you forward.
so as you see them kind of slipping off, and you kind of get up to follow them, a grouping of mud troopers kind of come sprinting past, and it's like one of those scenes from a comedy movie where you get caught in the group,
with them, yeah.
and you're like, wait, no, hold on, wait, and you just get shoved with them into one of the nearby trenches.
Okay.
So the party is split now.
What's Morwenna doing? You're still kind of behind the barricade. As, yeah.
I'll be right back.
The two Jedi are doing what Jedi do best and just improvising and going backwards.
Well, I think she'd be concerned about the individual being essentially, like,
Drake is
dominoed
being pushed forward.
into a forced war-like scenario, so...
You would know, though, that, like, my character is very much a warlike character. So he's not unfamiliar with this sort of environment.
And he voluntarily put that helmet on and said, let's do it.
Well, no, I did not voluntarily do it. I was ordered to do it by someone who is above ranking me.
Ah, yes. That's,
I have a willpower of 1.
Yeah.
Okay, like
Plays into your
someone
character, yeah.
someone ordered me to do something. I'm like, all right.
Well,
guess I'm
see,
doing
and
this.
that just makes me feel like Arcade Ganon right now, where I'm like, someone needs to watch over that one. Like, they can't be left alone in this wasteland.
Can't be left to their own devices.
I'm gonna fucking win this war. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be a goddamn hero by the time this is over, or dead.
He's an Imperial hero.
Right, but
Yeah.
someone has to make sure you don't get, like, fucking, gangrene or something along the way. Like,
So you're following the trooper group then?
yeah. Hey, yeah.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go to the battlefield and focus on Morwenna and Drek for a little bit.
Cool.
So,
I am going straight trench warfare, and I am just trying to pick off rebels.
well, here's what's happening.
Okay.
So Morwenna, you kind of fall back behind as you're kind of getting to the trenches yourself. Drek, you're in the trenches, and one of the troopers is, as everyone's kind of running back and forth, a few of them kind of give you a shove and kind of push you forward and say, and one of them you can kind of hear in passing saying, "Come on, let's see what you're made of." And you kind of follow a group of troopers to this little ramp that leads up into what is basically no man's land. And there's a small grouping of troops, maybe around 5 troops there, and Morwenna, Drek, Aldous, and Owen, you guys all hear the sound of a ship coming in, and with an ATST attached to it. And back in the trenches, this trooper looks at you, Drek, and says, "When the walker lands, we breach up ahead and just Lay down fire!
I just like grunt in acknowledgement.
And Morwenna, now you're kind of approaching the group as well, and with a loud slam, the ATST slams into the mud as the troopers begin shouting, for the Empire, and begin rushing into no man's land. And we're gonna have ourselves a little battle.
Woohoo! Combat!
So, Aldous and Owen, you guys do not have to participate in this, as you guys are doing your own thing. So, Morwenna and Drek, you guys will roll...
Is this, cool?
This will be cool, yes.
There's my freaking successes.
And Morwenna, you will be rolling cool as well. Here you go. You roll for these guys.
Holy smokes.
Oof.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because I'm imagining I'm gonna get shot. Or is it just the one group?
So, it is a minion group, so it is one group of enemies, but there's a lot of them.
Okay.
They all attack and whatever on the same turn. Yeah. And it can be either one. The stormtroopers could go first, or
Well,
the
the
same as ours.
resistance fighters are gonna go first. And they're gonna try and fire at the grouping of mud troopers with their blaster rifles. And they're all running. Drek, you're kind of in the middle of them. Morwenna, you're kind of in the rear, kind of looking over everything. And there's just a volley of blaster bolts firing. And somehow, none of them hit your grouping of your squad of mud troopers. Your mud troopers managed to... they kind of get cover behind one of the legs of the walkers. And they managed to continue running down the battlefield, doing their best to lay fire. Next is a PC.
I would like to brace and then attempt to return fire, trying to aim for like someone who appears to be maybe leading the group, like an officer, or just someone like towards the front who seems to be a bit more happy and aggressive.
Okay, so you're firing at the resistance group?
Yes.
Okay, it is set up for you, sir.
He's
All right.
firing at the most trigger-happy one.
Yep. And then
Who dies
was
first?
my brace also included in that?
Yes, I reduced from weather.
Okay.
There is still a black die due to their defense,
That's fine.
but you are ready.
All right. And
Ooh.
so that is also +2 because I have 2 ranks of barrage, which is it's a ranged heavy attack as well. Then I need to see what can I do with the advantages.
You can, with 2 advantage, I believe you can give a boost die to your next ally.
Did yeah, so I'll give a blue die to the next NPC.
Okay.
I mean,
So, Morwenna, you'll have a blue die on your next roll. You are kind of at the edge of the ramp that led up into no man's land, because you were a bit behind, and you can see Drek and this group of mud troopers maybe 25, 30 feet away from you, just charging into battle.
So just out of curiosity, for damage, was that 13 damage?
So, yeah, so you let loose a barrage of blaster fire into this grouping of resistance fighters, and you take down like 3 of them with a single barrage, and despite charging and running, some of the mud troopers not currently in your group, like you kind of look next to you, like in one of the opposite trenches, and you can see the faceplate of one of the mud troopers kind of drop, and or he like puts it down, and he just looks at you like, who the hell is this? I'm glad he's on our side.
For now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
So, Morwenna, you are up.
So, essentially, I think Morwenna at this point is more concerned about Drek getting lost into combat, and like, you know, we gotta like kind of keep the group together. Like, we're here for a reason. Like, you know, she thinks. So, like, you know, she's trying to keep up with him and trying to
all right, Drake, dial it
like,
back.
yeah, and like, but also like, anytime that like, say like a trooper like gets shot next to her, she is not above like ducking down in the trench for a second, checking pockets. You know, like, it's also an opportunity to become wealthy.
So what do? You
Profitable
can
opportunity.
spend your maneuvers to sprint forward and try and get closer to Drek. You can hang back.
Yeah, she's gonna try to like get up closer to Drek.
Okay, so you're gonna be spending your turn sprinting and trying to get closer to Drek.
Yeah.
The mud troopers are gonna try and fire into the group of resistance fighters with their blaster bolts. See if they can get some hits. They do.
Yeah.
They do have some threat, though. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Drek to come back before I describe what happens. This is the first quote-unquote real combat of the new series, yet it's not really combat. It's kind of just happening.
You're like, this is where Drek
The
dies.
battle
No.
that's just happening, and we just happen to
Hey.
be in it.
Alright. How much I take?
Okay, so you don't take any damage, but you actually witness as you're kind of sprinting closer towards this edge of like mud hills. You see a group of these resistance fighters charging out towards you, and your troopers that you're with actually managed to gun them all down. And the group that you're fighting all drops. However, with 3 threat, you see out of the corner of your eye one of these resistance fighters, like almost in slow motion, they huck a grenade, and it lands at the feet of one of the stormtroopers that you're with as a large explosion detonates, sending you and several of your quote-unquote new buddies flying backwards. And as you kind of land on your back, you don't take any damage, but you are shell-shocked, and you land on your back. Actually, you're gonna, you know what, with the threat, you're gonna take, I'm gonna say you're gonna take a strain.
Right.
You're gonna take a strain as you land on your back, and you're just heavy breathing from the sudden slam,
Hey, you're alive and you didn't take damage.
and that's where we will fade to black and pick up with the Jedi next session.
Okay.
As said it would be a short session because we started later, but that will be the session. And as I said, we'll pick up with the Jedi next time on the 5th. But for now, may the Force be with you, YouTube. Everyone, say goodbye to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
No.
Good.
Till next time, YouTube.